Today on Rappler. Another education official admits having received envelopes containing cash from then DepEd Secretary Sara Duterte. Senate President Cheese Escudero says Bato Dela Rosa should not handle the probe into former President Rodrigo Duterte's drug war. No less than former Vice President Leni Robredo welcomes President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. when he arrives in Sorsogon. Former broadcast giant ABS-CBN says it is laying off another 100 employees. The police filed sedition and inciting to sedition complaints against former anti-insurgency spokesperson Lorraine Badoy and Quiboloy's lawyer. K-pop star JHope of BTS ends his mandatory duty in South Korea's military. And Argentine police say former One Direction singer Liam Payne died after falling from the balcony of a hotel in Buenos Aires. Another high-ranking official of the Department of Education admits having received envelopes containing 12,000 to 15,000 pesos cash from Vice President Sara Duterte when she was the Education Secretary. DepEd Director and Bids and Awards Committee Chairman Resty Osias told legislators he received these envelopes 4 times from former DepEd Assistant Secretary Sunshine Fajarda. Former DepEd Undersecretary Gloria Mercado had revealed in September that Duterte gave her 9 envelopes containing 50,000 pesos each. OVP staff skipped the Thursday hearing, saying it lacks clear legislative objective. For their part, House lawmakers continue to sift through the secret expenditures of the OVP. Receipts submitted to state auditors show daily rental costs of safe houses were as high as 250,000 pesos. Lawmakers also raised the alarm over DepEd's use of AFP events to justify its confidential expenses, even though these were not funded by DepEd. Senate President Cheese Escudero says the upper chamber's investigation into former President Rodrigo Duterte's drug war should not be handled by the committee chaired by Senator Bato Dela Rosa. Escudero says he is looking at other committees. Dela Rosa was involved in the anti-drug campaign during his tenure as police chief. On Wednesday, October 16, Dela Rosa told reporters he will launch his own investigation because he believes the Senate would be quote-unquote more balanced than the House probe. Retired Police Colonel Royina Garma directly implicated Duterte in the extrajudicial killings carried out by the police during his administration and talked about the Davao model. But Dela Rosa denies the existence of the model. Dela Rosa faces allegations of crimes against humanity before the International Criminal Court. He earlier confirmed his office received communications from the ICC, but he admitted he had ignored the international body. No less than former Vice President Leni Robredo welcomes President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. when he arrives in Sorsogon to inaugurate a sports arena. The two were bitter rivals in the 2016 vice presidential and 2022 presidential elections. Also present are 2 senatorial aspirants, Robredo's former campaign manager Bam Aquino and House Deputy Speaker Camille Villar. 2 2025 Senate bets also attend, former Senate President Tito Soto and re-electionist Lito Lapid. Robredo is running for mayor of Naga City. In a short statement to media, Aquino calls the encounter a cordial interaction with the president. Senate President Cheese Escudero, former governor of Sorsogon, tells reporters he invited Robredo to welcome the president on behalf of Bicol. Escudero too was a vice presidential candidate in the 2016 polls. He calls their coming together that of a quote-unquote odd trio and frames it as the first step towards the healing of wounds. Former broadcast giant ABS-CBN says it is laying off another 100 employees as its revenues continue to decline. The layoff represents 3% of the company's existing workforce. Several ABS-CBN news employees tell Rappler they learned of the decision in a meeting Tuesday, October 15. The retrenchment affects the whole company, not just the news division. ABS-CBN and its subsidiaries laid off some 5,000 out of more than 11,000 employees when the government denied the company's franchise in 2020. Smaller layoffs followed, and the company now employs only 3,300 workers, or about 30% of its original workforce. ABS-CBN says the whole TV industry has been hurt by shrinking advertising demand and the global decline in the pay TV business. Once the Philippines' largest network, ABS-CBN lost its broadcast franchise when it was targeted by the Duterte administration for critical coverage. A unit of the Philippine National Police filed sedition and inciting to sedition complaints against Apollo Quiboloy's lawyer Israelito Torreon and former anti-insurgency spokesperson Lorraine Badoy. PNP CIDG Chief General Nicolas Torre III leads the filing at the Justice Department on Thursday, October 17. The PNP CIDG accuses Torreon, Badoy, SMNI host Jeffrey Celis, and several others of either preventing the police from carrying out its duty to arrest Quiboloy or influeing other people to do so. Police arrested Quiboloy in early September after a 2-week standoff with members of his organization, the Kingdom of Jesus Christ, at its sprawling compound in Davao City. Quiboloy is jailed at the PNP Custodial Center in Quezon City on charges of human trafficking and sexual abuse of a minor. Also on Thursday, the Pasig court handling Quiboloy's cases denied his request for hospital arrest. K-pop star JHope, member of the supergroup BTS, is discharged from South Korea's military on Thursday, October 17, after 18 months of duty. Wearing a uniform and a black beret, JHope smiles as he greets Jin and around 100 cheering fans upon his release. BTS's oldest member Jin finished his service in June. Other band members Suga, RM, Jimin, V, and Jungkook are still in mandatory service. The development sparked enthusiasm among fans and investors for a potential reunion of the boy band next year. The band is expected to reunite in 2025 after all the members have completed their military duty. Chartmasters.org ranks BTS as 41st in the list of best-selling artists of all time. Since their debut in 2013, the K-pop group sold more than 56 million physical albums and singles and tallied 6 #1 albums on the Billboard 200 chart. Former One Direction singer Liam Payne was found dead outside the hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina, Wednesday, October 16. Argentine police say the 31-year-old fell from his third-floor room balcony. Officials say the police received a call from a hotel employee requesting urgent help with an intoxicated guest. When police arrived, they found a man who had fallen over the balcony in his room. Payne on October 2 attended the Buenos Aires concert of his former bandmate Niall Horan. The two posted videos of the event. Last Wednesday, Payne even posted on social media saying it was a lovely day in Argentina. The musician had openly spoken about his struggles with mental health and using alcohol to cope with the pressures of fame. The singer rose to global fame as part of pop band One Direction alongside Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, and Louis Tomlinson. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rapper's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.